Powering up essential systems. Booting root C/audio logs. Reviewing previous data cells. Repairing audio files.
I'm Bravo. What can you show me? If you can hear me, give me 10 minutes to 7 years and I should be out.
Not knowing anything about computer stuff, I don't want to just like unplug him just yet. Because I don't know what that would do to him.
Me neither.
Yeah, who is it?
Someone's in there. You need to leave. Why are you here? Open the door.
What do you mean? Wait, no. What do you mean? Did you not get the memo?
The memo?
Give me the password or die.
This is going to be a groupthink area. What do you think would actually be a good password? Because I don't want it to just be literally a random.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Password 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Almost got out of the way of the door before he got the lock. Dice, you're now the proud owner of a Uzi.
I'm gonna start adding Uzis she's collected.
It's one thing to ask him to prove his loyalty. It's another to ask him to go against his squad mates.
Turns out you punch somebody in the brain and they soften up a little bit.
I still have no idea what you're doing.
That makes 0 of us.
Grenade launcher.
I literally was thinking, are we gonna blow up the guard station?
Again?
Again?
Bravo, you're in the lead. And Dice, you're behind Bravo. And Bravo, this is where you find a guard rounding the corner right as you get to it.
Oh no. Off the bat reaction. I know I shouldn't waste it, but I'm too excited. I'm too jumpy. I net him. I know it's what I would do in this situation. Okay. I net him. Is that suckering someone?
I think it is seized by force.
Oh,
if they had been completely unsuspecting, you'd be suckering them. They're on guard duty.
Seized by force. Let's see. We both take harm, right? And then
yeah, so it says to seize something by force, exchange harm. In this case, we're assuming that you're going to take definite and undeniable control of them. This net gun,
if I roll well.
Yeah, if you roll well. This net gun is not equipped to cause damage.
Yeah. So one of my moves I took Merciless, which is the Battle Babe move. It says when you inflict harm, inflict +1 harm. But if I'm inflicting, if we're doing harm, but I would do 0, does it just stay 0?
0 + 1 is 1.
All right, I'm hurting him with this net. I'm getting him bad. He's gonna trip on his face. Oh, that's a 2. That's not good. That's a 3. So 5 + 1. That gives me a 6. I'm paying for that 15. I got it.
Oh yeah.
On a miss, I only choose one of those things.
Yes.
So I'm gonna choose. I suffer little harm. So I see him. I go and try to dodge out of the way while firing off my new net gun.
You fire. You and this guard just accidentally just surprise each other, come face to face. You fire your net gun, and it entangles them. This person lights you up.
Ah! So
you fire the net gun, it wraps around them. They stumble and fall against the wall, but not before getting a burst of Uzi fire, and they snag you. Now you would take 2 harm from this. You selected to take reduced harm, correct, as your one thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I have 1 armor from my guardian.
Okay, so roll the harm move +0.
I rolled twice, right? Just like normal?
Yeah, it's a normal roll. You want to fail it, though.
That's a 5.
Okay, perfect.
Huzzah.
So you're able to avoid harm. The vest that you stole from the poor guard that was murdered at the beginning of your tenure here in New Pittsburgh manages to absorb the bullet. But you hear the ringing of the gunfire echo through the hallways and the ping of brass shells on the ground tinkling. You hear voices shout from various places in the building, and the guard on the ground starts screaming, "Intruders! We have intruders in the building!"
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I think the The chicken's flown the coop. We gotta.
I think this is it. We run.
Alrighty. Y'all take off sprinting.
I'm just excited to get Rex so Matt can not just sit in silence anymore.
We're coming for you, buddy.
Thanks, yeah.
So you take off sprinting down the hall. You hear behind you commotion as the guard struggles to free themselves from the net enough to actually communicate over their radio. They have yet to do that successfully. As you round the corner to the top of the building, or at least the furthest side, you start heading down that hallway. You see at the end of the hallway 2 guards in full black armor with white accents, skulls painted on their masks. And you see a man that, Bravo, you recognize as Papa Toussaint, slam a door behind him. Rex, you hear pandemonium from your room.
Gee whiz. I wonder what's going on outside there.
Bravo, Dice. You're not quite face to face yet. You're a solid, width of the building away.
Dice, do I remember correctly that you just have a knife right now?
I picked up a weapon in the other room. We didn't really roleplay it, but I'm just gonna say she grabbed like an Uzi or something.
Okay. I mean, let's just barrel down this hallway. I pull I pull out my net gun.
Did you reload it?
Nope.
Yeah, so Bravo, you have a used net gun.
Oh God.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, actually. Okay.
On the ground, I yell. I'm just hoping that these guys think this is something more dangerous. On the ground or I fire my rocket launcher. These are guards. They're not smart.
Papa Toussaint is with them.
Papa Toussaint.
Papa Toussaint looks at the man screaming at them with something that's very clearly a modified paintball gun. No, Papa Toussaint looks down the hall at you as you come hurling him, points his finger at you, says, "Kill them!" And the 2 guards begin hurtling at you. Rex, you are privy to everything that is being shouted at this point. You hear Bravo and Dice screaming from down the hall, and you hear Papa Toussaint yell, "Kill them!"
Oh my God! I yell, "Oh my God! Papa, are there intruders?"
Okay.
Papa, you gotta let me out so I can take care of them.
This entire
Yes.
moment.
Yes.
can't.
Can I roll the seducement?
Yes.
Sure. Why not?
That's a 7.
Why are we always in this middle ground with seducer manipulate?
I don't know.
Question.
I mean-
can multiple people help?
I don't want any
There's
help.
no way y'all could help in this case.
I don't even want help.
Okay.
Like, I'm sorry, you would have to think of some astronomically good, like, rules lawyering-esque to help with this. No,
And I would shoot it down.
yeah.
Oh no, you could do reverse psychology. You could be like, "Yeah, Toussaint, let him out."
Papa leans back in the door and just, and goes, "Rex, you're too valuable. I need you too much." Slams the door again.
Oh, no.
But it's not locked. You don't hear
All
the
right.
bolt slide. It's too much is riding. He's got to get out of here.
If I just heard Rex's voice, I'm shooting the lock.
You've got bigger issues literally coming towards you before you can shoot the lock.
Yeah, we're not even close to
Oh.
the door yet. We got the guards in the way.
I just looked back to the map and I realized there's a curve. I was imagining the guards standing right in front of the door.
Yeah.
No, they saw us. They're
Yeah, no,
walking
y'all are
towards us.
in hallway A.
And I'm not in battle. And I can't like burst through the wall because I'm currently like super chained up to the door.
We have no cover. This is not a time to shy away from doing the dirty work. I pull my gun.
Very clearly seized by force.
Is Papa still there?
Yes, Papa is still, he's behind his guards, but he is still there.
Yeah, we're gonna pull the gun out. We heard him. He's there. They
These
know we're
guys
here.
look scary.
These guys look scary.
We're about to die.
Yep. Guns out.
Let me know when the first gunshots from when Papa closed the door happen.
Okay, they're about to happen, I think.
I need to hear them.
Yes.
So since we're both attacking, do we both roll seize by force separately or what?
No, one
Or is this
one of
just
you
the single combat?
one of you
man?
will be helping the other seize by force, because these numbers are currently too small to use gang rules. It's 2v2.
Okay.
Okay.
Gang rules kind of fall apart.
Bravo,
with
do you
numbers
wanna
this
roll
small, So
Sure, I'm down to roll it.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
rolling to help.
I think I just used up all all of my dice's capability to roll higher than a 2 earlier today.
No,
that was
no.
another 2. There's a 3, so that's 5 plus 2 for hard 7.
Add 2 to that for a 9.
Okay.
I rolled, just so you know, I rolled a, 7 plus 3, 10.
So we get to choose 2 items of this list. I think we should suffer little harm and we should inflict terrible harm. So between merciless and terrible harm, and the fact that my gun is 2 harm normally, so that's 4 harm.
Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna aggregate things. Okay. We're gonna kind of chop up the gang rules. So Bravo Dice, I want you guys to add up the harm that you both would individually deal. So you just have one number.
I would do, my gun's an Uzi, it's got 2 harm.
And I would normally do 3 harm right now before the bone.
Okay, so you're at dealing 6 harm. Okay. Okay, perfect. So more or less how everything goes. So you guys rip into these dudes.
I assume Rex hears a gunshot.
Oh, Rex
now.
hears a lot of gunshots. So here's what happens, right? So you guys hurtling down, Bravo, you throw your net gun aside, pull your pistol out. Dice, you spray and pray the Uzi. One of the guards goes down on a knee to take more careful aim with his rifle. You guys see bright light come from the cooling gaps in these rifles. This ain't your standard whatever it is. And these two guys fire some rounds that just whiz with these buzzing electrical noises.
Why did I pick up a net gun?
I was about to say, I'm gonna take one of those.
All right, you guys are able to get a couple of rounds through their armor, but it's thick armor. Each of you takes 3 harm before armor.
Oof. And then,
Ouch.
So you suffer little harm. Does that apply to each of us, or we have to choose one?
So it will apply to both of you. Yes.
So that's still 1 harm though after that and the armor.
I will need both of you to make the
Yeah.
harm move. While you're doing that, Rex, many gunshots.
Yes. I would like to. There we go. Where's the one where it says? Well, I don't know. The point is that now that I've heard the gunshots and Papa has already said, what did he say? He's like, I need you. You're too important than me.
Yes. You're too valuable. I can't lose you.
Yes. Presumably, that was only just like 2 seconds
Yes.
ago. So it's well within the time for me to respond with
Absolutely.
something. After hearing the gunshots, saying, Papa, the only thing more valuable than me is you.
The door flings back open, and Papa Tucson rushes over to your bedside and begins undoing buckles, the restraining clasps.
Okay.
And he's gritting, he's muttering to himself, "Why today?" Bravo Dice. There are now only 2 people in the hallway facing you, not 3.
I can deal with 2.
So
They take a lot of damage. By they, I mean Bravo and Dice.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I rolled a 7.
Well, no. So here's what I'm saying, right? Y'all can keep rolling together if you'd like, but if you have anything specific you'd like to do to try and garner yourself any kind of advantage or do some cool stuff, that will be individual.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 on the harm move.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
Let me see. Okay, so Dice, you're fine. You're able to grit your teeth, battle medic. So Bravo, you get hit and you kind of stumble a little bit. You look down at where you've been shot. Dice, you see one of these guards grab the walkie and tell everyone exactly where you are. Bravo, you do not catch this.
It's probably fine. At least only 2 people know where we are.
It's not fine. It's not fine. Okay, while I watch him do that, can I try to open my brain to the psychic maelstrom?
You're more than welcome to.
It's that or try and heal Bravo in the moment.
We gotta take these guys down. From the damage we did to them, I know you said they're heavily armored.
Yeah.
I assume they took at least a little bit. How close to down do they look?
They look like black walls. They are covered head to toe in armor. There is no identifying features on any of them.
Okay, I'm gonna take it back. I'm not gonna do it. I think we should just keep gunning them down.
Time to use something that goes through armor. Let's go for some psychic damage. Drop your weapons or have your brains melt out your ears, you servants of... I can't think of a good Bravo-esque insult right now.
I think the best Bravo-esque insult would be to not think of anything and just stammer and kind of look like a fool.
It feels a little weird to try and go aggro in the middle of a battle.
Are you looking up if they can't go aggro if they already are aggro?
That is exactly what I'm looking up. So you go aggro on someone means threatening or attacking them when it's not. Okay, going aggro on someone means threatening or attacking them when it's not or not yet a fight.
Okay. Then I don't do that.
Okay.
They're shooting Uzis.
No, they're not shooting.
Oh, no, they're not. They're
Okay.
shooting long guns.
I'm gonna read. Can I read a sitch in this
Yes.
moment? Okay. I'm gonna do that instead of trying to open my brain or anything else. I'm gonna do that.
Okay,
Okay. I rolled an 8.
okay, what question would you like to ask?
I'm going between which enemy is the most vulnerable and which is the biggest threat. I mean, between the two of them. Let's go with which enemy is the most vulnerable, and I'm trying to look to see, like, between the two, which one's taking the most.
The most vulnerable enemy in this situation is Papa Tucson. He is unarmored.
Okay. Well,
And I try to remember if these weapons have any weaknesses.
That is a good question. Would you like to read a sitch as well?
Sure. There's a 6. 11.
Okay, ask 3.
Which enemy is most vulnerable to me? What is my best way past? And what should I be on the lookout for?
Thinking back specifically through the files that you've managed to dig up and the files you already have access to and the maps you have, the enemy that is most vulnerable to you are the weapons themselves. They are custom built to be said. They are not. They're temperamental, right? Excessive use, prolonged use, or frankly, any sort of shock to them could be devastating. These are just stable enough to use. You should be on the lookout for being surrounded. Very plain and simple. This is a tactically terrible place to get into a fight like this. You've got only one point of egress that is not behind you. Your best way past is to lure them down the side hallway. Between you and them, there is a hallway that branches off to the left. It goes to a different room. It doesn't connect to the one you're trying to get to. But if your dice could lure them down there, it would give you an opening to get to the room that Rex is in.
Okay. That's a good idea.
As you two study the situation, you hunker down a little bit. They fire another volley of shots, but they go a little wide as y'all are taking evasive maneuvers, trying not to get shot while understanding the situation that goes on. Rex, Papa Tucson, pops the last restraint off of you in your bed.
Thank God I get up and punch him in the face.
Sucker someone.
What stat is that?
So, it's going aggro.
Okay. Question: when I roll, I level up. Can I take my point when I get the result, depending on the situation?
Unfortunately, not. Because you get the point as a result of doing the move. So
okay, no problem. Either way, that's an 11.
So Papa Tucson pops the last buckle, and you just clock the guy, just drill him straight in the face. I believe just a fist is 1 harm.
Yeah, but I do +1 because I'm a gang size larger than him, and then +1 again because I have blood crazed.
Good night, my goodness.
oh my gosh. He's literally been waiting. You've been waiting for this moment.
I have been waiting 1 hour, 53 minutes, and 27 seconds.
Woo!
Oh, good heavens. Rex, I'm gonna roll a die. Odds or evens?
Let's go with evens.
You punch Papa Tucson in the face. He goes reeling backwards, trips, and hits his head on the metal railing of an adjacent bed.
Oh.
You're not sure if he's dead or knocked out, but it's one of the two.
Cool.
Ooh, right on the power button.
His nose is very clearly broken. Blood streams down his face as Rex stands triumphantly above him in hospital scrubs. The battle ensues out in the hallway.
Hey, for those of you who don't know, we actually do have a Twitter. It's at Aaron Ignota, AARON IGNOTA. If you go there and you follow us, you'll be able to get updates and things about the show that you wouldn't get just listening to it otherwise. So go there and check it out and you'll stay in the loop.
Once upon a time, in a forest not far from the quaint little village of Northampton, there was a small cottage with a wise and beautiful witch who lived with her cute little animal familiars. There was Opal, a clever but chaotic crow with an opal necklace who loved to hunt for shiny things. There was Reginald the magpie, with his favorite orange knitted beanie, a quick lad who liked to be the handy bird, as he said, and, Mr. Slimy the toad. Everything was nice and lovely one crisp October evening until you heard a bang and a scream, and you ran outside and you saw a witch hunter murder your witch and run away. And now, the witch is dead. But wait, you've heard something she said once. You remember it, Mr. Slimy. She told it to you once. She said if this day ever came, to bring the eyes of whoever murdered her and to perform the ritual to bring her back. But you have to be fast. If you wait too long, her magic will be gone from this land. And so might you be.
The Witch is Dead, a 4-part miniseries coming to systems soon.
Thank you so much for all of those who have been listening to this podcast. If you would just be able to go and subscribe on whatever platform it is, or share, send us a review or a voice message even on Anchor, that would be wonderful. We love hearing from you and we love to see your feedback, and we want to make sure that you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes. That would be a true tragedy. So go ahead and do that. And I think that's everything. So we'll get back to the show now.
I dashed for the side hall, at the very least to get out of the direct line of fire. Come on, Dice.
I'm following Bravo.
Okay. So you're just trying to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Do something under fire.
9.
3.
Bravo. You have a choice. You can get around the hallway and be safe, or help Dice, so she takes 1 less harm, but expose yourself to harm as well.
I go around the hallway.
Dice, you take 3 harm.
Cool.
And Bravo, you make it by a bullet. A bullet whizzes by your head. Dice, if you'd be so kind as to make the harm move.
Yep.
What is your clock at right now?
6. She's got 2 armor.
Okay.
So she's taken 3 harm twice, so she's only taken 2 harm total.
Okay, yeah.
And that's a 4 on the clock. Or 4 for the harm move.
Okay, thank you.
I want to get them to follow me. I want them to think... I'm hoping they'll think that Dice is dead. I want to get them to chase after me.
It sounds like you're trying to bait them a little bit.
Yeah.
Now here's the question. Here's the thing. I want you to role play exactly what you do. We'll decide from there what move happens.
I'm gonna yell, "No! No! Well, your death will not be in vain. I'm this close to my destination."
Rex, you hear Bravo scream about how someone's died.
I run over to check Papa quickly.
Okay. He's dead. There's no more
sucks.
pulse.
That sucks.
Well, you think, Bravo. It seems like you're just the mouse.
Do I need to manipulate first, or do I get to roll to be the bait?
The bait only works if you set a trap. And from the sounds of it, I don't know. And this is the bit of it where it's like Dice, if you're participating and decide to drop to the ground after he says this, I guess this can be a trap. It's a very hastily laid one, but it is a trap nonetheless. Otherwise, Bravo, you're just the mouse.
Can I lose my footing and take one less harm? Because in the harm and healing moves, it says on a miss, the MC can nevertheless choose something from the 9 to 7 list above. If they do, instead of the harm you're suffering, you take -1 harm.
No, I think you.
I would have to act it out.
Yes. So.
Okay, I'll go for it then.
Okay, you'll go for it. So Bravo. Y'all turn the corner, run. Dice throws herself on the ground after getting shot in the back or the side.
She's all about her theatrics.
and you wail, no, you've killed her.
Do we have to manipulate?
No, you don't have to
or
manipulate.
In the heat of the battle, are these dummies just going to follow me?
You do not have to manipulate. They will follow you.
So does this count as me being the bait?
It does now. Yes.
Thank goodness. Being the mouse is one of the very few things that I don't replace cool for. So, or don't replace cool with weird. So that was gonna go real bad, real fast. All right. Oh, that's a 1, and that's another 1. So my +3 doesn't matter. It's still a 5.
Bravo, you are running pell-mell. You do not expose yourself to extra risk, even though the inherent risk from this is pretty bad. Rex, you hear this. You hear this shout, this thud of a body hitting the floor, the thundering of boots. Papa Husan is dead. What do you do?
Was I given... When I've been in this building, was I given... Like, what are the rooms that Rex has been to? Since, he's been in here, he's done in here. What rooms does he know? Does he kind of understand the layout of some of the rooms, or like more specifically maybe the area he's been in? Where's he
Yes,
to?
I'm just pulling up the key so I can name the rooms. So you have been in the psychic testing. That's the one that you busted a hole through.
Yes.
You're currently in re-education. You have been in... On the first level, you've been in the rest area. You've been in the mess hall. You've been in the not the custodial closet. You've been through the decontamination chamber. You obviously saw the entry desk.
Was weapons research where I did my weapons testing for my examination?
Yes, it would have been. Yes, so weapons research is where you would have done the tactical portion of that mental test and I guess the aiming. The physical abilities test as well for the portions that relate to combat.
Okay, so is it fair to say that I kind of know the layout of
you vaguely know the layout. This area is a little more foggy because you were passed out when you were brought to this specific room. But a good 2/3 of this area you are familiar with. It's like rooms 3 and 11 rooms 3, 11, and 8 that you're not familiar with because you never would have even seen them.
But everything else is kind of
it's pretty fair game. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Notice how rooms 2 and 4 are sharing a wall.
Yes, they are.
All right, cool. I'd like to roll hard.
My gosh.
Go for it, my brother.
That is a 9. I've always also gone in the middle of the road for this one too. I'm gonna be at 9 harm.
That's bad. That's really
bad. It's really bad.
Apocalypse World. There we go. Extended playbooks. And Control F. That's Shift. Oh, yeah. So you said you got a 9?
Of course, you don't have to hurt me.
Okay. So, here's what. Okay. So you stand up. You hurl yourself thundering through the wall. You find yourself in the weapons testing room. You see your favorite playland. This is Drex's playground to a certain extent. When bursting in through a door on the other side of the room is a guard with no Uzi and a handcuff dangling off his wrist.
Cherub.
Who immediately freaks out, gets on the radio, and screams, and Bravo Dice, you're the ones who hear this. There's a foreigner in the weapons room!
Now wait a minute. This guy doesn't know that I'm like a cop.
No, but what you've taken with you is the attention.
He's not paid enough for that.
Did he do it on the special?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, for the record, I didn't actually switch my radio to that. I don't care. Because I assumed if this guy heard something, it would just be us. So I didn't care.
Okay, so
I don't hear it.
So Rex, you break into this room a little dazed.
This poor kid.
A little dazed. You're disoriented, under fire for follow-up actions. And this poor little man wails into the abyss. Then someone scary is here.
I'm a guard, you dumb. I'm going to run towards the grenade launcher.
You grab the grenade launcher.
Is there armor in this weapons testing room? Do they test the weapons against armor?
They absolutely do. Now, whether or not you'll have enough time to put any on before crap really hits the fan is a question you'll have to consider while we talk about dice, because you're the one who's going to be enacting Bravo's trap.
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
So
one more question, knowing about the trap. Do I have information in my head about what's in the electronics testing / Faraday room?
Limited. Very limited. This room, from what you understand from, the stuff that's been like assigned to be sent over there for testing, this room predominantly exists to be able to test EMP capabilities and technology's resistance to them without destroying everything in the city.
That's
Okay.
That's a bad room. That's a bad room for me.
Yeah.
that's a bad room.
Presuming you like to live.
That's a
Yes,
bad
it's
room.
a terrible room for you.
I don't even know what would happen to me if I got hit with an EMP.
I'm just going to rule a lot of armor-piercing harm. Dice.
Okay, so they've run off down the hallway, and I'm just laying
Yep,
there.
bleeding on the floor.
Blech.
Okay, so the one I got was I don't get the +1 harm from them, but the ones I didn't get was that your prey doesn't suspect you, otherwise they're wearing alert. You draw your prey all the way into the trap, otherwise they only approach.
Yes. What you were able to get, Bravo, and like Dice, you see this. These guys come thundering down the hall from you, hall after you, but they don't get super close. They don't. How far are you going, Bravo? Are you like rounding the corner again, running down that hallway past room 11, past the EMP room?
Yeah, I round the corner. I assumed that they would be chasing me, so I run down the hallway half.
Yeah,
past the room.
they do chase you, but they don't follow you around the corner. They are staying at the very end of the hallway, where Dice is lying on the floor.
So they're facing away from me now?
Correct.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna like open an eye, see where they're at, grab my gun,
Okay.
get up.
They notice you.
Just kidding. No.
That's not how that works.
Okay, I'm sorry. Lay out where they
just
are.
kidding. Just kidding is what Dice says as she gets up.
Just kidding.
That's actually a great line, because they think you're dead. They turn around, you're standing there, and you're like, just kidding.
Just kidding. I'm gonna shoot at them again.
This is a regular seize by force.
Okay. Cool. Seize by force is right there. Dice is pretty hardcore. Unless she rolls a 2. So that's a 4 total.
On a miss, you still choose one.
Cool. You impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy with my just kidding line.
They're so impressed.
Okay, so these elite guards come thundering down the hall. They skid to a stop at the end. They both raise their rifles up, leveling at Bravo. When you say "just kidding" and fire them, one of them whips around, just levels at you. But they're both kind of spooked. One of them shoots you.
It's fine.
And you try to lay him out with your Uzi. It doesn't seem to have any effect. You do take 1 harm. Make the harm move, please.
Okay. On it. 6.
Okay. Instead of taking the harm, you lose track of Bravo. You have to back up in order to not get hit. You have to back up and take cover around the corner of the hallway that you're currently in. So you lose track of Bravo. He may as well not exist anymore.
Okay. Cool.
Cool. Rex.
I'm also gonna grab the rifle's probably better for Rex too. There's probably some of those guards' rifles maybe around. Okay, I'll grab one of those two. Oh.
Are you talking about these elite guards with their very experimental weaponry, or are you talking just like scout level rifle?
Whichever one I grab.
It'll definitely be quicker to just grab a regular rifle instead of rummaging through this entire room. So
awesome. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll start running back out the way I came. Yeah, towards the guard fight, because presumably I can hear that, and I want to run towards
absolutely.
it with my newfound grenade launcher and rifle.
100%. Bravo. You keep running, right? You hear the gunshots. You don't hear anything whiz by you or anything. And as you round the corner of the hallway you're running down, the door bursts open. 3 guards come out of the security checkpoint, which is the room directly ahead of you.
Okay. That stairway on the opposite side of that room, that is a stairway that goes up to the roof or down to the lower floor?
Let me see. That is the one that goes up to the roof, actually.
Okay. Well, I hope they did not try the door that is attached. Okay, it opens, I see the guards, and I say, Tucson's guards are trying to kill... They're doing a coup. Come help.
Seduce or manipulate.
Please go well. That's a 6, that's a 1, 7. What is my bonus?
Oh, look, another middle of the road seduce or manipulate.
The bonus is 1. That's an 8.
You gonna do anything to try and push it a little farther?
I say, look, I'm bleeding. I'm one of you. It's us or them. Us or them. I think Tucson may be injured. I feel like they either help me or kill me at this point. So.
Yeah, they the 3 guards, they rush up to you. They're like, okay, get back in there, barricade the door. You're injured. We got this. They rush off down the hall. They leave you behind.
As they're going, I say, our comrade, a female guard, she's injured down there. Help her.
Okay. Dice. You have 2 Grim Reapers approaching you.
Okay.
2 ginormous men, clad in black, with skull insignias.
Terrifying. Am I at a opportune spot to get into room number 4?
You definitely can be. You're in
Okay.
that neck of the hallway. You could definitely make it over there.
Okay, I'm gonna book it to room number 4.
You book it in there just as Rex is clambering through the hole he's generated in the wall, now armed to the teeth.
Oh, hey, Dice.
Rex! Oh my gosh!
Long time no see.
Hi! I'm so... Okay,
Way to blow my cover.
yeah, so... Sorry about that. There's a lot going on. Help?
That's what I do best.
And that's where we fade to black.